What's up everyone? We are going to be winning with a solo rabbit today. We are doing it as part of Haps's challenge, a lot of YouTuber challenges that we are undertaking this weekend. But basically the premise is that we are going to be completing one of 50 something teams as a part of a bingo board that is existing in Haps's Discord. And everyone who completes a team is eligible to win a pack. So if that is something you are interested in, I will leave a link to Haps's Discord in the description. I hope it's not too late. It's like a weekly challenge and I am posting this at the end of the week, so I might have already been a little bit too late. But anyway, what's important here is the run itself. And I saw that out of the 50 something teams, the 4 hardest ones to complete are the solo pets in the corner of the bingo board. Grounding completed one of them, that being the solo peacock. We are going to be completing the solo rabbit. I believe there is also solo gorilla and solo fly, both of which are kind of more difficult than peacock and rabbit, so I'm taking on one of the easier ones. If you are interested in doing one of the more difficult ones, you're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, you can also see that we are not playing on the main Flame96 account. We're playing on a guest account. And even though the arena is supposed to be a little bit easier, here we incur our first defeat to a pretty good looking team. But I think overall it is much easier to win. Most people in the beginning don't know how to start up properly, so if you just build up one big unit with garlic, you're most likely to sweep an entire enemy team, and that is the hope today with the rabbit. Here we find it almost immediately. We are going to start starting it up with cheap apples. We do also have a worm in the shop, which I am going to freeze. If we get the worm to level 2, that will mean we get basically a pair for 2 gold every single turn, which onto the rabbit is going to be doing a lot of scaling for us. For now though, we're just getting apples. I was considering there for a second if I want to go double worm for double cheap apples, but I don't think it's worth it. I would rather go double rabbit or just throw for the garlic, which we managed to find on this turn. And yeah, hopefully we continue to win. This opponent is looking pretty scary with their level 2 rabbit plus a squirrel. Thankfully we don't get to face them in the late game because they would most likely defeat us. But for now we managed to beat them, we continue to scale up. We need a little bit of tempo if we want to remain relevant, so I might as well pick this deer up because it will also represent a level pretty soon. On tier 6 we are obviously looking for a cat because that synergizes with the rabbit super nicely. And in the meantime we're hoping to not lose, which it seems like we will not on this turn because the buses are just that powerful. We even have the high stat rabbit at the back to clean up for us. We even find another one in the shop, so we will use the double HP scaling by combining the deer, buying the pear, buying the apple, then we combine the rabbits and buy the deer back once again. So that is a slight optimization. We gained 2 HP onto the rabbit by doing this. Will it matter? I'm not really sure, but it's always good to be as optimal as possible when it comes to these challenges. Here we end up losing because the kangaroo has a meat bone, unfortunately. But yeah, now we are on to turn 9. We can take a level hoping to see a cat. We find a dragon, which unfortunately is anti-synergistic with the rabbit, so we're going to pass this all up. And yeah, we are hoping to see stuff like cow. We did get offered seal in the shop, but I think monkey is going to be better for our purposes because it's a free +2/+3 at the end of every single turn. And we can just focus on buying stuff onto the rabbit instead of the seal, so that I think is going to be the game plan for now. We also get a chocolate for some more HP scaling onto the rabbit. As a side challenge, I wanted to get the rabbit up to level 3, just because it's the only pet that we're going to be keeping, but I don't know if we can pull that off by the end of the video, because we are winning a little bit too quickly now, honestly. Winning quickly is another part of this challenge though, because if you take a solo rabbit down to turn 17 for example, I don't think you're going to be winning because everyone will have started up by then. So we're just trying to close this off as soon as possible. We find yet another rabbit, we find a cow. So we can extract a lot of HP right now, even though we don't really need it because we have hit 50 already. And yeah, the main objective now is going to be put some better equipment onto the rabbit, which we thankfully do right now. And also find a way to get the rabbit up to as close as 50 attack as possible. This monkey is going to be a big help. It's going to be giving us 2 attack for free. Maybe I could have sold the deer and kept the worm for another 2 attack next turn, but I think the deer is going to be useful to us still. Not on this turn apparently, because we win with the solo rabbit. We love to see that. But yeah, we're hoping that we can eventually find either a cat or some more form of attack scaling. We do level into a cat right here, which is good. We are going to be getting up to almost 40 attack, 37. And hopefully next turn I think we should be getting pretty close to 50 and finishing off the run. Here the deer was pretty useful, so I was glad I kept it. And I believe this is going to be the final turn. We're going to make the final transition, buying the pair for the 4 attack. I think we can do better than sushi, so we keep rolling. And we find a cow, which I think is slightly better. It gives us 3 attack as opposed to 2. And probably we're going to be buying 1 more food before finishing off the run, which is going to be this pair. And yeah, this will be the run for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I really hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care!